Hello, I am Sarah Larkin, statewide math consultant for the Iowa Educational Services for the Blind and Visually Impaired. This video is going to discuss some of the basic terminology used with the abacus and also setting and clearing the beads on the abacus. So let's go ahead and look at the actual abacus. I have the Cranmer abacus in front of me. And notice that it's positioned with the 5 beads up and the 1 beads down. Anytime a student is getting ready to start, they should make sure that it is in this position by running their right index finger across that counting bar or separation bar in both directions to make sure that all of those beads are away from that counting bar. Now the two terms we're going to use is setting and clearing. To set means to write a number on the abacus by pushing the beads against the counting bar on the rod with the appropriate value. And clearing means to move the beads away from the counting bar. So let's look at some examples of some numbers. If I wanted to look at the number 1, I would just move a single bead up towards the counting bar in the ones place. Now that ones place is all the way on the right. The next place in would be the tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, 10 million, 100 million, billion, 10 billion, 100 billion, and trillion. So just like it is with regular numbers, it's going to flow the same way for place value. So I've placed 1 bead up in the ones column. If I wanted to set or write a value of 2, I would have 2 beads up towards that counting bar. 3 would be 3 beads up, and 4 would be 4 beads up. Now the value of 5 is up in this 5 bead. So anytime I want a value of 5, I would have the 5 bead down, but I would also have all of those 1 beads down, so that the only thing by the separation or counting bar is that 5 bead. So this has a value of 5. If I had a 5 down in the tens place, that would be 5 tens or 50. In the hundreds place would be 5 hundreds or 500. Next place would be 5,000. So it depends on where it's located as to its value, just like it is with regular numbers involving place value. So let's try, notice every time I am clearing the abacus or moving all of the beads away from that counting bar before I start the next problem. Now, let's say I need to find a certain value. Let's say I need to find that 10,000s place. I actually should use these indicators, rod locators, or column locators, these dots on the separation bar. And if I want to find the 10,000s place, I should use my left index finger to go ones, tens, hundreds. Oh, there's my unit marker, my comma. Thousands, there's my 10,000. So I'm going to go right after that, so that then if I set that 5 bead in that 10,000s column, I know where that is. So that left hand is just kind of there to help guide where my right index finger should go to actually do the setting. And we'll clear that out. Let's try setting a few. Let's say I need to set the number 25. I'm going to use my left index finger to find my tens place. Go to the next column, use my right index finger to actually set 2 tens. And 5 ones. Now remember, for 5 ones, I'm going to use the 5 bead up above. So that's going to be 2 tens and 5 ones, which is 25. Let's clear that out and get ready for our next number. Our next number is 164. For 164, I'm going to set 100. Now, I actually should find that hundreds place. There's the hundreds place, so we'll go right after it, 100. Now for 6 tens, 6 is going to actually have to be a 5 bead and a 1 bead. 5 and 1 is 6. So 6 tens. and then 4 ones. So I haven't reached 5 yet, so I just want the 4 beads down below. That's 164. Let's clear that out. Make sure it's all clear. Now I'm going to do 7,382. So I'm going to find that thousands place, go just to the left of it, and set my 5, 6, 7 thousands. Now I want 3 hundreds. And notice I'm kind of moving my left hand over as I'm moving my right hand over. Then I'm going to set my 50, 60, 70, 80. Now some students may need to go by ones down there. Some may be able to just grab those 3 and move it up. It depends on the student. And then 2 ones. So I have 2 ones. 7,382. One more setting. Let's clear everything that's there, making sure there's nothing by that counting bar. I'm going to set 9,057. Now 9,057 is actually 9,057. So 9,057, I'm going to find that thousandth spot, go just after it so that I can set 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9,000, all 9 beads are towards that counting bar, but there aren't any hundreds. So that column is going to be left blank. 50, remember that's a 5 bead in the tens column. And then 7 is going to be a 5 bead and 2 1 beads. So we have 9,057. No hundreds, 9,057. So anytime there aren't any, as in the hundreds place here, there just won't be any beads moved towards that counting bar or separation bar. Thank you for looking at setting and, of course, clearing the abacus.